the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that today and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see the killer whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors strengthen their social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a group. This is just another reason why they are known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Orca. Their common name is killer whale. These 5 whales have their own personal names: Kyuquot, Tuar, and joining us right here are Takara, Sakari, and Kamea. Kamea is our youngest whale at 6 years old, and her mom, Takara, is the oldest whale at 29 years old. Takara is also the matriarch of our pod, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us, and they take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we can teach them husbandry, or healthcare behaviors. And joining me in the slide-outs are Julie, Laura, and Shawn to help demonstrate some of these behaviors. Over here to my left, we have Sakari and Kamea, who are sisters and were born right here at SeaWorld San Antonio. They're going to demonstrate one of the very first husbandry behaviors we teach the whales, called a fluke present. From this position, we get a good look at their entire bodies. We also have access to the shallow veins located on the underside of their tails. Our veterinarian staff can come in at least once a month and draw a blood sample from those veins. And the whales are conditioned to remain calm throughout the procedure. You'll also see Laura and Shawn and Julie giving the whales tail rubs. Killer whales have very sensitive skin, and this is just one of the ways that we build strong relationships with them. Another important diagnostic is weighing the whales. We have a killer whale size scale located in one of our back pools, and we simply ask the whales to slide out on that scale, like Takara is demonstrating over here. And if you look, part of Takara's body is still in the water. That portion from her dorsal fin to her tail flukes is called the peduncle, and it can weigh several hundred pounds. So in order to get an accurate weight, we simply ask Takara to lift her tail out of the water. And we know that as of last Tuesday, Takara weighs over 4,500 pounds. We weigh the whales to ensure the younger whales are growing at a steady rate and that the older whales are maintaining a healthy weight. And these are just 2 of the very important husbandry behaviors we use to ensure that the whales are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Observational learning, or mimicry, plays an important part in the life of a killer whale. From the time they're born, they learn important life skills by watching their moms, other members of their pods, and they can even learn by watching you and me. So everyone over here, would you like to play Follow the Leader with Kamea? Go ahead and raise your left arm way up in the air and give her a big old wave. Look at that, she's waving right back at you. Killer whales are very SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on the many mysteries of these amazing animals. For example, we know that the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that's impossible to obtain in the wild. Some information, however, can only be gained through field observation. So SeaWorld works with our partners, like the Norwegian Orca survey, to further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals. And perhaps the best expression of that power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from icebergs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
In the ocean, killer whales create ways to hunt. They use fluke slams to stem their prey. They can even beach themselves up and out of the water. For these whales, it's a fun demonstration. But for you, it's time to get wet. Unfortunately, things like overfishing and pollution pose a serious threat to many populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
For the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassador for the ocean, limitless, connected, powerful, but still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
We can make a difference.
The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming, but together we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect.
So much to explore. The killer whale story is still being written.
And there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.